Essentially, Project Babbage is a set of standards for a new way of building applications on the Bitcoin SV blockchain. We facilitate interoperable implementations for wallets that enable micropayment-based interactions, including user identity management and micropayments. The pitch of Project Babbage for developers is that if you're building an app on BSV, we're going to make it 10 times faster, cheaper, and we're going to reduce your time to market for whatever you're building, because we need to create an ecosystem of interoperable standards and interoperable systems that enable the next generation of technology. We need to stop competing about what is a wallet and who can build the best wallet, but instead we need to start using wallets as tools for the ecosystem. We need to start building on top, and we need to start focusing on what actually makes this technology valuable. Things like micropayments, things like making sure that when users interact with one another, their data is encrypted and kept private. And also, when users establish connectivity with one another, they can verify the integrity of the communications they have across various different applications. Project Babbage reorients the development process for applications such that users are put at the center. How it does this is by defining open standards between identity providers, wallets, and infrastructure on one side of the equation, and then the apps and services that users use every day on the other side. So things like a music platform, for example. If an artist uploads a song, then the process for uploading that song, it starts with the application where the artist starts the upload process, and then standardized requests and responses are exchanged with identity providers, which facilitate access to the artist's identity and enable that song to be uploaded. And essentially the idea is we can define a layer of technology on top of which there are micropayments that facilitate user-to-user engagement and put the user at the center of the equation. The BSV blockchain provides a great opportunity for increased privacy within applications. The way that this happens is that you need to have a set of keys in order to interact with BSV for things like unlocking tokens that you're using within your various applications and services. And so because users have keys, they already have the ability to exchange encrypted data. Keys can be used for digital signatures as required by Bitcoin, but those same keys, or related keys, can also be used by applications to facilitate private exchanges of information between two parties. So by creating software that incorporates user-held key management so that when users interact with the software, they're able to establish a set of keys that define their interactions on the blockchain. We're able to use those same keys to facilitate user-to-user exchanges of private information. And the other thing that comes into privacy is the incentives, because on the traditional internet, there's little incentive for things to be private. You have companies that sort of exploit users by targeting them with advertising and things like that, because there's no real way to monetize outside of that, except for asking users to pay. Users don't want to enter their credit card in order to read a blog post, so there's ads on the side. But when you incorporate micropayments into the equation, you create a better incentive structure, and people can monetize directly. This means there's less of an incentive for people to track information to begin with, more of an incentive to put users at the center, and the tools, including key management, which is an extremely important thing, and it enables users to be in better control over their information because it allows, for the first time, a system where everybody has their keys, and those keys are able to facilitate exchanges of encrypted data on the blockchain. On the current internet, users are the product. This is because when you go to a website, you have to log into that website. You have to create an account. You have to submit your information to them. And then they essentially have access to everything you share. But applications should merely be facilitators of the will of the users. When I use an application, I'm trying to use a tool that allows me to achieve a certain benefit. And that benefit is defined in terms of the people I'm talking with, the interactions that are being facilitated. So by creating a platform that facilitates these interactions and enables users to be in control of their keys, enables applications to actually put users at the center and put users in control of their identities, it's going to make it so that when an application wants to access user data, It's able to put up a box on the screen, for example, and request it. But the user is actually able to choose whether the user wants to reveal this type of information or not. Developers can learn about Project Babbage by going to projectbabbage.com, and you can read the documentation that we've created. You can interact with the systems that we've defined. You can watch our tutorials and videos and materials on YouTube. You can check out our code on GitHub. You can read our standards on openstandards.cache, and you can contribute to an ecosystem that puts users at the center. As the internet evolves, I think people are going to start to realize the power that they've had this whole time. Every individual has the capacity to learn and to grow and to become more of who they want to be, and to interact with others and share what they truly believe.